live in a nice home, and travel when you want. Money gives you the power to make choices. You don't have to worry about how to survive each month. This kind of freedom is something many people dream about. Another benefit of success is respect. When you reach your goals, people start to notice. They see your hard work and your results. They listen to your ideas more. They value your opinion. This respect can come from your family, your friends, your co-workers, or even from people you don't know. Being respected feels good. It makes you feel confident and proud. It tells you that your efforts were worth it. Success can also bring freedom. When you are successful, especially in your job or business, you may have more control over your time. You can choose when to work, how to work, and who to work with. For example, many successful people become their own bosses. They don't need to follow orders from others. They can build their own lifestyle. This kind of freedom allows people to spend more time with their families, explore their interests, or focus on their health. Another thing that people love about success is recognition. This means other people see and talk about your achievements. Maybe you get awards. Maybe people write about you in the news. Or maybe your story inspires others. Recognition makes people feel special and seen. Everyone wants to feel that their work matters. And when you are successful, this feeling becomes real. On the outside, success looks beautiful. When we look at successful people, we often see smiles, confidence, and luxury. We see perfect pictures on social media. A new car, a big house, happy family photos, expensive holidays, and beautiful clothes. We see interviews on TV, happy posts online, and stories of how someone made it in life. All of this creates a very attractive image. It makes us think, wow, this person has everything. Their life must be perfect. This outside picture of success is very powerful. It makes people want to follow the same path. It pushes people to work harder and dream bigger. And again, there is nothing wrong with dreaming big. Many people are inspired when they see others succeed. It gives them hope. It shows them that it's possible to change their life. And for some people, success really does bring more happiness, better health, and a stronger sense of purpose. Let's also not forget the emotional rewards of success. When you reach a goal that you worked hard for, you feel proud, you feel strong, you feel like all the difficult days were worth it. That emotional feeling of winning, of achieving something, can be very powerful. It can make you believe in yourself more. It can give you the energy to take on new challenges. So, yes, there is a very bright and beautiful side to success. Money, freedom, respect, recognition, confidence, all these things are real benefits. That's why success is celebrated in every culture, in every country, and in every generation. We admire successful people because we see the results of their work. We see what they have, what they've done, and what they've become. But what we often don't see is the full story. We don't see the long nights, the doubts, the fears, or the pain that may come before the success. We don't see the failures or the sacrifices. We see the smile in the photo, but we don't see the tears behind the camera. And that's what we're going to talk about next. The part of success that most people don't share. So now that we've looked at the good side, let's go a little deeper. In the next part of this episode, we will explore the hidden pain behind success, the stress, the pressure, and the personal cost that is often hidden behind the spotlight. Stay with me, right here on Code Your English. The hidden pain behind success. Now that we've talked about the bright side of success, The money, the respect, the freedom. It's time to talk about the side that people don't often see. This is the part that is usually hidden from the world. It's not posted on social media. It's not talked about in interviews. But it's real. Many successful people face a kind of pain that most of us don't know about. This is the hidden pain behind success, and it's something we need to understand. One of the biggest hidden struggles is long working hours. Many successful people work for 10, 12, or even 16 hours a day. They wake up early and go to bed late. They miss weekends, holidays, and even sleep. At first, this may seem exciting. When you have a dream, you want to work hard. You want to give everything. But over time, working too much can take a toll on your life. You start to feel tired all the time. You have no time to relax or enjoy the simple moments in life. Work becomes your whole world. With long working hours comes stress and pressure. When you're working toward big goals, you always feel the weight of responsibility. You're thinking about results, deadlines, money, and expectations. People may depend on you, your team, your family, your clients. You feel like you can't make mistakes. This pressure can feel like a heavy bag you carry every day. Even if you smile outside, inside, you may feel very tired or even afraid. You may wake up at night thinking about work. You may stop enjoying your life because your mind is always worried. Another hidden pain is the fear of failure. When someone becomes successful, people think they are always confident. But the truth is, many successful people live with constant fear. Fear that they might lose what they have. Fear that someone better will take their place. Fear that they can't stay on top forever. When you're successful, people expect you to stay strong, to always win, to never fall. But no one can win all the time. And when you believe that failure is not allowed, it creates deep fear and anxiety. Success also often comes at the cost of personal time and relationships. Many successful people lose time with their family and friends. They miss birthdays, dinners, school events, and quiet time with loved ones. They may feel guilty, but they also feel trapped. They think, I have to work more if I want to succeed. And slowly, the people they love feel far away. Even when they are in the same room, they are thinking about work. Over time, this can hurt relationships and leave people feeling emotionally distant. One of the most serious parts of hidden pain is health problems. Success can affect both your body and your mind. When you work too much and feel too much pressure, your body gets tired. You may start to get headaches, back pain, or stomach problems. Your sleep becomes bad. Your heart feels heavy. At the same time, your mental health can also suffer. Many successful people feel anxious, depressed, or emotionally empty. They feel like they can't stop even when they are breaking inside. But they don't tell anyone because they are afraid to look weak. And yes, one more hidden pain is loneliness. You may not expect this. How can a successful person be lonely? They are always around people, right? But sometimes, the higher you climb, the lonelier it feels. You may feel like people only talk to you because of your money or position. You may feel like you can't trust others. You may feel like no one really understands your stress. And when you feel like you can't talk to anyone about your fears or sadness, the loneliness becomes stronger. Even in a big room, you can feel alone. All of this hidden pain shows us something important. Success is not always easy. Behind the smile, behind the big car, behind the title or the fame, there can be real suffering. But many people don't talk about it. Why? Because we live in a world where showing pain or weakness is seen as failure. So people keep quiet. They hide their struggles, and others continue to believe that success is always beautiful and perfect. But if we only look at the outside, we don't understand the full story. We don't see what people go through behind the scenes. And then we compare our own lives to this perfect picture, and we feel bad. We think, why am I not there yet? Or, why is my life not like that? But remember, behind every perfect photo, there might be a story of stress, sacrifice, or sadness. So the next time you see a successful person, take a moment to think deeper. Respect their hard work, yes. Be inspired, yes. But also remember, they may be carrying pain that you cannot see. And if you are working toward your own goals, that's wonderful. Just be kind to yourself. Success is a journey, not just a result. And your health, happiness, and relationships are just as important as any goal you want to reach. In the next part of this episode, we'll talk about successful people's stories. So stay with me, right here on Code Your English. Stories or examples of successful people. Sometimes, when we talk about success and the pain behind it, it may still feel far away or hard to believe. So in this part of the episode, I want to share a few simple stories, some about famous people you may know, and others about everyday people. These stories will help us see that success is not always as perfect as it looks. Even the strongest, richest, or most famous people can feel tired, lonely, or unhappy behind the scenes. Let's start with a very famous example, Robin Williams. Robin Williams was a famous actor and comedian from the United States. He made millions of people laugh with his movies and shows. People loved him. They thought he had a perfect life. But behind that big smile, he was struggling. He had problems with depression for many years. Even though he was successful, rich, and well known around the world, he felt deep sadness inside. Sadly, he passed away in 2014. His story teaches us that even people who seem very happy on the outside can be in pain on the inside. Another well-known example is Simone Biles, the Olympic gymnast. She is one of the most successful athletes in the world. She has won many gold medals and made history in gymnastics. But during the 2021 Olympics, she made a very brave decision. She chose to stop competing in some events because of her mental health. Many people were shocked, but Simone explained that she was feeling too much pressure and her mind was not okay. She put her health first. Even though she was at the top of her sport, she showed the world that success is not more important than well-being. Now, let's talk about someone who is not famous, just an everyday person. Meet Ravi, a man from India. Ravi worked very hard to become a software engineer. He studied day and night. He got a great job at a big tech company, and everyone was proud of him. On social media, he posted pictures of his office, his laptop, and his new lifestyle. People thought, wow, Ravi made it. But what people didn't know was that Ravi was working 14 hours a day. He was always tired, he missed family events, he stopped talking to friends. He felt like he had no time for himself. One day, he told his best friend, "I have everything I wanted, but I don't feel happy anymore." This is something many people feel, but they don't talk about it. Here's another story. Maria, a small business owner from Brazil. Maria started a bakery in her neighborhood. She loved baking, and people loved her cakes. Her business grew fast. Soon, she had more customers, more orders, and more money. From the outside, everything looked perfect. But inside, Maria was stressed. She was working from early morning to late night. She had no time to rest. She even started having back pain and headaches. She didn't want to say anything because she felt she had to stay strong. She was afraid that if she stopped working, she would lose everything. Maria's story is common, especially for small business owners who work hard every day. Even students can feel this. Think about a student who studies all day to get top marks. Everyone claps for them and says, "You're so smart." But maybe that student is not sleeping well. Maybe they feel lonely or afraid of failing. They may feel pressure to always be number one. This is also a kind of hidden pain behind success. They look strong outside, but inside, they are tired and afraid. These stories show us something very important. It doesn't matter if you're famous or not. It doesn't matter if you're rich or just starting out. The truth is, success often comes with struggles. And just because someone is successful doesn't mean they are happy or okay. They may still feel stress, fear, or sadness. But sharing these stories helps us understand that we are not alone. If you ever feel tired while working toward your goals, remember, many others feel the same. If you ever feel that success is harder than you expected, you are not weak. You are human. Success is not just about the results we see. It's also about the journey, the mistakes, and the emotional ups and downs. So next time you see someone who looks successful, take a moment to think, what might they be going through behind the scenes? And next time you feel like you're struggling on your own path, remember that it's okay to feel that way. You are not the only one. In the next part of the episode, we will talk about why people don't speak about this pain. Why do we keep these stories hidden? Why is it hard for successful people to talk about their struggles? Stay with me here on Code Your English as we continue this honest and important conversation. Why we don't talk about the pain. We have now heard some real stories and examples of people who became successful but struggled behind the scenes. You may ask, if so many people feel this way, then why don't they talk about it? This is a very important question, and the answer is not simple. There are many reasons why people don't talk about the pain behind their success. In this part of the episode, we will explore those reasons and try to understand them better. One big reason is social media. Today, many people use platforms like Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube to share their lives. But the truth is, people usually only share the good parts. We see smiling faces, holidays, expensive things, happy families, and big achievements. We don't see the stress, the tears, or the sleepless nights. We don't see the moments of fear or sadness. People want to look strong, happy, and perfect online. And because everyone is doing it, we think this is normal. We think other people don't have problems. We compare our real life to their online life, and we feel like we are not doing enough. This perfect life image is not real. It is carefully chosen and edited. Most people only post the best parts of their day or week. But when we look at social media every day, we forget that. We start to believe that success means always being happy and perfect. This makes it even harder for people to talk about their pain. They feel like if they are honest, people will judge them or stop respecting them. Another reason people hide their struggles is because of society's focus on winning. From a young age, we are taught to win. At school, we are told to get top marks. In sports, we must win the game.